ran in the house to grab my phone to call 911.
Whenever I threw the groceries in the back of my truck, as soon as I turned and looked through that basement window, I could see all the lines glowing. All the electrical lines.
I was upstairs. Me and the dog was
So-
upstairs getting ready to sleep.
Yeah.
So I ran in the house, grabbed the fire extinguisher that I knew was there. Couldn't find the other one that was supposed to be in the dining room because Dad moved it. And it's on the back porch.
Dad moved it because
Buried underneath a bunch of shit on the table.
I dropped it. Oh.
And the bottom was bent.
Okay.
Either way, you had two of them which you
So
emptied.
I knew there was one down at the base of the, come down the basement stairs, and then we had a hanger. There was one right there, so I knew that one was there. And the only thing I could think of at the time is if I can keep the lines cold enough, it'll buy time. So I just ran from one end of the house from the basement to the other, just spraying the shit out of all the electrical lines, bringing them down, and then I came flying up the stairs. She was still getting him. She was still inside. Everybody else was out. I said, I'm out of the extinguisher. Get your asses out now.
Then he heard me coming downstairs.
As I'm trying to put stuff out, and I hear him come down the stairs and go back up to him. What the hell is he doing?
I forgot my glasses.
Oh, we need those. Okay.
When I realized, without them, I can't see.
For sure. Nope, I get it. All right. Well, if you want, it doesn't matter who, but I'll save the outside stuff for last. If somebody wanted to walk with me, I'll take pictures.
I'll go.
Do my thing. I have quite a few pages for you to sign. It's gonna be overkill because I don't know what we need. You'll have to at some point in time go to, and this is fairly new, go to, I guess, Carlinville. Hi there.
Hello.
Carlinville County Building. Make sure you're up to par on your taxes.
It is. Everything's paid.
There will be a form here that I'll give you.
She works at the corner.
Okay, good deal. There will be a form I'll give you that you'll take. I think I grabbed the right one for it to be notarized. Maybe it doesn't have to be notarized. They change stuff so frequently, but just get that completed when you can and get it back to me.
That's at the treasurer's office. That form would be at the treasurer's office.
I have it.
You have it. Okay.
Yeah. And if not, maybe I could, if there's anything I forgot, maybe since you're more here in Carlinville, I assume, maybe I could email you stuff if I've forgotten anything. But yeah, just get that form completed because you're gonna have a contractor here, you're gonna have an electrician here, you're gonna have whoever else. Yeah, plumber, you're gonna have everybody. So just Cincinnati likes to make sure that we're not having all these contractors here, but it's also an Illinois requirement.
So are you talking something like a permit type thing you would do at the city? Okay, not the county, but the city.
Yeah,
Okay.
see, we go to the county building in Springfield.
So it'll be City Hall.
So
For
the
ours.
city.
Go to City Hall and it's $50 for permit.
This is my buddy.
Okay.
And a contractor.
I'm a nobody.
I'm a nobody.
Independent observer.
Well, it's in here, but I want to at least get the photos going. What else? That might be it for now. I'll think of stuff and then come back to one of you guys.
Mind if I record this?
Record it? I don't care.
Good deal.
It might be overkill, but sure.
Better to have and not need.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, and then once I'm done with the fire portion, because that's the more concern for me, I'll do the hail stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah,
And Dad, she said that you could sign or I could sign the forms.
yeah,
Okay.
whatever is easiest for you.
Well, my left hand's not too sturdy.
Okay,
I'm not gonna lie.
that's fine. Yeah,
Right
we
one's
won't-
okay.
We won't hold it against you. I've been talking to your daughter the most anyways. So, all right, let's do this.
You guys go to where I'm gonna start calling like Dish,
Yeah,
all the internet, setting all that stuff down.
Okay, thank you.
All right, masking up.
Yeah, I didn't bring mine.
I've got a headlamp if you need it, ma'am. Gets a little bit dark and you board it up for you.
So, I mean, this is just basically all smoke.
All kitties at the end. Yeah. Let's go to the basement if we can.
That is going in my Yelp review. That's impressive.
Okay.
All right.
More or less, I mean, down here, pretty much, other than water. But you can tell over here, it arced around everything because it never tripped the main. There's so much juice. Yeah, this was me, not the firefighters, by the way, because I knew where the electrical ran in this house.
Yeah.
So there's that, and then
I think they're thankful for you.
That was one of the bravest things I've ever seen. He went down with no mask or anything, with just a fire extinguisher and hopes and dreams, and was moving those panels even though he could see the glow.
Well, you are,
Lucky to be alive.
I have no,
for sure.
I have no brains. It's fine.
Hey, sometimes stupidity pays off. And look, it did.
I mean, it's the
Well,
whole
stupidity implies he didn't know what he was doing. He knew full well what he was doing, and he went anyway.
He acted in a time of need for sure.
I saw him dive down those steps like Superman. I thought, Jesus Christ. I was looking for another fire extinguisher. I think I might have been after him, but I was going to be a lot longer.
I mean, I got it cold enough that it never singed the wood. I mean, this was glowing.
Yep.
Come back, yeah, thank you.
I could see the glow from the top of the stairs. It was so bright. It was like looking into hell.
This is the only spot where it showed any type of anything, right here. Just because it was against 5/8 drywall.
Yeah.
And then, so, and then you can see it go up here through the floor.
Oh, yeah.
And that's how I got to the bathroom.
Upstairs, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, what I'll do is if you could just stand behind me and I'll take
Yeah.
pictures of the rooms.
No,
Oh, what was your name again?
Jeff.
Jeff, thank you. I didn't.
Yeah.
I paid attention, but I didn't pay attention.
You
I
need
don't
the
know.
light or no light?
Yes, please. You're
Okay.
good. Yep. And then let's switch and we'll do that room.
That can be another light source if need be.
His is
A lot brighter than
doing
mine, right?
good, yeah.
And then, that's we haven't even, Dad hasn't even made a payment on that furnace yet. But, yeah, over on it, where its electrical hookup is coming down on it. It's
Shot, yeah.
right. So, the old school cloth Romex survived. The new insulated Romex didn't.
Crazy. All right, let's. I need to. Of course, the stickers are where.
Oh, the should be. Oh, here. These are what you're looking for. I couldn't find them at first either. That should be it because everything else is just plenum. I've grown up here my whole life. I do it every time. It's not a big deal. Like this is just the crawl space that goes to the sewer lines and a little bit of venting. There's nothing really in there. I mean, a little bit of electrical wire, but it doesn't seem to be completely toasted. So.
Okay. Now I'll have you stand behind me in this room.
Yep.
Thank you guys. And then if you
The smoke damage.
char, yeah. That's pretty strong, that's for sure.
This is the room to the front of it.
I was gonna say, and,
That one right there.
oh, yeah, see, I thought this was all the basement, when your sister said
No.
to me.
No, this is. So it said water damage in the basement. That's it. And some wiring.
Oops, sorry, I didn't hear.
No, you are great. Is he gonna stay with you guys?
Yeah, he's
He
he's
is.
up in Springfield.
Okay.
And here's just mostly, I mean, anything electrical. They start.
I'm going to, yep, put the label. You go towards the dining room, kitchen. Oh, sorry, just your light.
Okay, okay.
Yep, you're good right there. There we go. And then to the side. Did somebody take the photos
Yeah,
down?
we took the photo after the, that's the only thing that's been removed from here are photos.
Photos.
Just
No,
the-
I'm
just
not
the
telling you you can't.
No, it's
but
just
I
Dad-
get it.
Dad wanted
Yeah,
them.
for sure. Assume these beams were brown.
Yeah,
Originally.
they were just strictly decorative. I mean, there's no support, none of
Okay.
them. They, just a design deal. They're hollow.
Mm-hmm. All right, where would you, do you want to go up next?
Do you need inside the bathroom?
Yeah, we'll do that last.
Okay,
Just because it's
yeah. The worst part.
the worst, yes.
So we got that up on the landing.
Okay. Okay.
And coming up here, it was a little bit of singed going on here. And I just wanted to see if the picture survived, and it did. It's just smoke damage on the glass.
I'm glad. Okay.
That's it. So, yeah, all the rest of this is just smoke damage and then heat from the smoke. Yeah, I got melted.
Aww. But you still survived.
Yeah.
So we'll go up and then I'll take a picture down.
We got a good lesson on digitizing old documents.
Sorry, I didn't understand what you said.
We got a good lesson on digitizing old documents.
You're correct.
So,
Thank you. Okay.
and,
Yeah.
well,
You can see that it bent from the heat.
Oh man, yeah, I see that.
up there,
Also,
all the
oh,
plastic in the goods.
wasn't sure if
Anything
you,
electrical's fried.
wasn't sure if you saw that too.
Why would they turn it back on?
They messed up. The guy from Ameren, the actual lineman that came and disconnected for the fire department, flat out said in front of me and two officers that had body cams running that he fucked up. That we were a red priority or something like that. He missed us and they shouldn't have turned it back on until we were disconnected.
And you said you'd requested the body camera?
I asked if I could get a copy of the body cam footage from
What'd
that
they
night.
say?
We'll have to go through it and isolate just that part of it.
Okay.
But I mean, the two cops I know relatively well
Good.
that were there, so I'm sure I could get them to write a statement saying, yes, he did tell them that he effed up.
Okay.
All the rest of this is just smoke,
Char, yeah.
except for where there's electricity. Anywhere there was electricity, it's done.
But your sister sent me all these photos, but mine have a timestamp on them.
Yeah.
So
No, I
unfortunately,
get it.
I'll retake them. Well, I can never change that,
But actually got the most smoke damage is my sister's old room because this is the first window they busted out to start
So
ventilating.
it, mm-hmm.
So, this one's got the most all over it.
Okay. I see the plastic dolls
Yeah,
took a beating.
just
We-
in case.
Pan to the right, just thank you.
It is interesting, like the higher up in the room you go, the more fire damage you see. Like they tell you to crawl as you're leaving a fire.
Right,
Well, it's heat rises.
Yep,
Yes.
sure does.
And there was no flames up here though.
Right.
This was
It's just
just
us.
the heat of the smoke from the fire.
Yep.
Wasn't enough to melt all the plastic.
So, I mean, basically, I've already kind of looked at it and basically.
That's water, correct?
That's gonna be water. Well, it's just, you can tell they came in here and hosed everything down because they knew the wires and the walls were live. So they're just trying to keep everything cold.
There's 3 bedrooms up here?
Yes.
You already got that one, and that one. That's it.
Bedrooms, 1 bed.
There's a hall closet, which I don't know if you need to know that or not, but that's the only like actual structures up here.
And the nursery in that room is fine.
Sister's room has dolls. Okay.
You already got this one.
And then this is mom and dad's room, which, like I
Untouched.
said, this has got the least amount of smoke damage out of every single room.
They probably had the door closed until relatively late in the process.
No, the door was open. It's just
Oh, was?
Jen's was the first one. They came up and they busted out Jen's window first.
Mm-hmm.
That's where they started venting it at.
Right.
So all the smoke from downstairs was being pushed up and out and through that one opening
Okay, that makes
until
sense.
they got in here and started doing everything else.
I was just astonished at how little smoke there was in here. I wasn't sure if the door was. Okay.
Which basically any of the damage that was done in here was done by the firefighters
Right.
For sure.
to get to.
Kid stuff. I'll have you.
Oh, sorry.
I don't remember your
Charlie.
name.
Charlie. I'm Jen's husband.
Charlie.
Right. Come this
Charlie.
way.
Oh,
if you
sorry,
don't
coming
mind.
up.
Nope, you're good. And then let's do one more if you can come behind me, please. Thank you so much.
That is interesting. These aerosol cans survived, but then you go up a couple feet.
And then this is my old room. That's just a closet. A big ass closet.
Is this your floor area when you were a kid?
No, that was storage. When I was a kid, that was like a toy room for me
You're good.
and my sister. And then me and my ex, we had a daughter together, and we were living somewhere. And to help reduce bills, mom and dad let us move back in here. So we were living here, and that was turned into my daughter's nursery
Okay.
for a while. And then we split. So, and then I moved out and other things, and then that became my sister's shoe closet. If you can't tell, like if this whole rack of shoes.
That's interesting. The plastic cowling on the top of the fan is melted.
Alright. Okay. Shoe closet.
The thing that blows my mind whenever I see houses that have had smoke damage is this.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a perfect,
crazy.
it's a perfect ring. where
Right.
that was sitting.
Wherever it was laying.
You got one by the baby gate too.
Chair has lazy boy chair.
Your whoopee cushion did not survive.
Hey,
Turn
it's
it.
I know. I was just being funny. I'm sorry.
fine. It's fine. Doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
I didn't notice that before, but the plastic cowling on the top of the fan is melted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's because
The
anywhere
electrical.
there was electric, it superheated and melted.
And yep, that confirms your theory.
Yeah.
I see. That's a smoke detector, isn't it?
Electric leads are dead. This was kind of cheap ass from Walmart Century fire safes.
Yeah.
Work.
Really? Okay.
And there was one here, and there was one there.
Mm-hmm.
And all it did was melt where the plastic was around the handle. It's like a composite, like metal. I don't know what the hell it is. All it did was wrinkle up. That's
Okay.
it.
Wow.
But yeah, everything in there was fine.
Alright, let's do this one.
The drone case didn't make it. And there's Jen's laptop. We need to remember to grab that for her work after we're done documenting. Oh, there's a cell phone down here. This didn't do too well. Oh, this is my drone controller. Yeah,
Got it?
Yeah.
this didn't do too well.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you. I didn't hear what you were saying.
Oh, I just found my drone. Never used. That's $400 I won't see again.
And then the kitchen's got smoke damage.
I'm a little astonished down here, like this is so low to the ground that the top, the top's still melted though. It must have been pretty hot even at the lowest level.
Well, you want to put something in perspective is the aluminum wall mounts for the toilet paper
Yeah.
and for the towel rack.
Are melted?
It's aluminum. Aluminum doesn't melt until 1600 degrees.
And it's, wow. Holy.
Just a heads up.
That room got super hot. You know what it was? There was like hairspray and like all the chemicals in there. I'm sure that added to it.
Fuel in it, sure.
Yep. That, holy shit, that is melted aluminum. What was the smoking gun?
Go behind. Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine.
What'd you say the smoking gun was?
I said the smoking gun that was electrical is the fact that the power wire for this fan's burnt in half.
Oh,
Because this room would have got
Jim?
the power,
yeah,
that 220 line that I was hosing down,
yeah.
comes up and immediately feeds this oven and this range.
Right, and the oven and range are toast, and most of the rest of the room is just smoke damage.
Yep.
Well, heat also. I mean, look at that picture there, but still.
Okay.
But yeah, you're right about that line.
Like where mom's cell phone was, the dad uses.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
Oh.
crazy to me.
Yeah, right, right.
You can see where the liquid was inside the Burger King cups.
This is what we were eating when the thing happened.
Right.
Wow.
I bet my Whopper is actually still good wherever it is.
No, I threw it
No.
away the first day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, please don't eat it.
I threw it away.
Sorry, you can't see through the mask. I promise I'm joking.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Dad. That's gonna have to get a new keeper right a lot more.
You want to see something that's a great advertisement for Ring?
Still works, huh?
It's not, obviously it's not recording anything, but
Okay. Right, right. But it still works.
it's still trying to find the Wi-Fi that it never will find, but
You know, I didn't do the floor. Let's
You want
just.
the floor?
yeah, sorry.
I just got done putting that hardwood in.
Darn
The
it.
laminate.
Uh-huh.
It was good practice for the next time.
That is dining room, correct?
Yep, that's
Yes.
dining room.
Um,
Which, if you want to know what flooring it is, there's still.
laminate.
Oh yeah, there's still some of this
There's
out
a
here if
picture
you
of
want
it
to
right
see.
there.
When was it put in?
I put that in.
Was it February? March? Earlier?
Probably about.
We don't have to be exact.
Around March.
Okay. March. Thank you. How about any other updates? Fridge, washer, dryer, stuff like that.
The washer and the dryer is the dryer's brand new. The washer is a year old.
Washer, 1 year old. Do you know the brand?
They're both Maytag.
Thank you. Maytag. And the dryer, you said?
We literally, Dad just got it maybe 2 months ago, 2-3 months ago,
We're going 2 months. That's fine. 2 months old.
and it's a Maytag.
Mm-hmm.
They match each. It's a matching set.
Okay.
That Furbo dog camera isn't doing too good.
How about any other updates?
So the flooring was redone. Well, we redid the flooring and repainted the walls.
Thank you. Okay.
All right, this is pointless.
One of the things Mom wanted done before she passed away, she wanted new flooring in this room, and this room wasn't done. So after she passed away, we ripped all the carpet out and basically redid this whole room, minus original fixtures like the wood,
Yeah.
like all
Yeah.
this stuff,
Right.
the aesthetics of it.
Oh, is that my ring?
No, that's a candle.
Oh yeah, it sure is. Okay.
Your ring's melted over here into a pile.
Yeah. Which, by the way, my heart sank when I saw that. I have cameras all over the house, but unfortunately, because they were dependent on the Wi-Fi, like they all cut out it.
Sure.
I have like the footage of like when the branch went down, but the power went out soon after that, so no
like-
footage afterward.
That paint Mom picked out before she got sick, and we had it stored in the basement. So when she passed away, we got it and redid everything. Type of deal.
Cool.
I'm trying to think. They actually redid the bathroom, new vanity, new toilet, new paint.
Sorry.
About 2 years ago.
Thank you. Vanity. And 2023.
Roughly, I think it's about right.
I won't hold you against it.
It's crazy that survived at all. I think that we had some clothing on it. Sorry, that's not relevant.
No, you're fine.
In here, this power lift chair is a Lazy Boy power lift. It is maybe a year and a half old.
Okay.
This one, I know this chair is like maybe, I don't, when did Jen get this for Dad? Because it was like a little bit before she got that one.
Mm-hmm.
She got this one.
Gotcha.
So-
Probably about a year and a half as well, I
Yeah.
think.
Because I mean,
Lazy Boy as well?
most
It
likely.
doesn't matter.
I'm sure it is.
Leather.
Yeah, it's a Lazy Boy.
Suede.
I wouldn't give to have these cameras have like a micro or some sort of like SD card or something that would have continued recording.
Oh, and if you want a door that's not going to allow anybody to break in,
That one, yeah.
Yeah.
30 minutes to get through it. Well, here's your frame.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's 1/4 inch thick steel. Because Mom and Dad had somebody bust out the screen or bust out the storm door and kick the door because they were doing it up and down this whole block. It's just a bunch of jackasses just doing it. They're not trying to get in. Freaked Mom in, so we went out and I figured out what the biggest, meanest, strongest door was.
You got it.
It's like a $1,000 door.
I didn't realize it took anywhere near that long. How were they fighting the fire for the first half an hour? They went through the back door.
They busted out that bathroom window because that's where the main flames were, and they were just dumping water in.
Gotcha, through the window. That makes
Yep.
sense.
And how many dogs?
3 in this
Here
house.
at the time, there's 3,
Okay.
and all 3 are out.
Good.
They're up in Springfield.
Good thing we had that unplugged.
Mom's vinyl collection is safe, surprisingly. It's not warped or anything, so I opened up the cabinet and looked at it.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
But it got hot enough that it melted my Mustangs.
I see.
But then the electrical stuff, like above the door.
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah.
Heat rises. That's the reason why
Oh, yeah.
the Legos are melted.
Melted,
Mhm.
yeah.
Those are melted, but the heat was rolling up this way and twisting around.
And the flag, was it in here?
Yeah, these were inside.
Was it?
Wow.
Yeah. Because the storm went through,
Oh.
broke
And you took it
this
down.
one off,
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
and that one's still standing, so I went and grabbed that one, rolled it up, and then I took that one off and rolled it up and put it in here for Dad.
Yeah.
So, the nylon flags survived, but the
Mhm.
hard plastic Legos melted.
Right. Right.
It doesn't even have much soot on it.
That's what I was saying.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, it was in here?
And it's just like, about See how short that curtain is, and that one is. There's a fluorescent light that runs across here.
Okay.
This one isn't as bad. That one isn't as bad.
Right.
That one is fluorescent light running across here. Anywhere there's electrical, and then
It
you
hit
can
it.
see it right here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you can see the shadow.
Really prominent. Because the wire comes in up here, comes down, runs down, kicks over, comes down, and there's an outlet right there behind that chair. So that one was actually laying up against the inside wall and got so hot it actually traced itself.
But then at the same time, you pointed out earlier that this line is still intact up to this point because it was grounded on the frame. You can see like where the singeing stopped.
Yeah. So it came up here, got all this hot, melted it down, didn't have anywhere else to go, so it started back feeding through the line.
And then it grounded at the door frame where it stopped because that's steel, if memory serves.
There's metal in it.
Yeah.
So it was on this nail, and then the nail was probably making an arc right here.
Sure. Yeah.
Because that was sitting roughly, where was it?
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, it was jumping from here to the nail to here on that metal chain. It was my guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what that area is.
What?
The patch there where it's.
Yeah. Was that anything?
No,
Gosh, I don't remember.
that was just
anything.
well,
It's kind of random.
What?
the hardest.
Just yeah.
The hardest burn of this chain, of this wire in this chain, is right here next to this wood, which
Oh, you see that though? There's a line leading away from it. Is there something there?
there might be in between the floors.
Uh-huh.
There might be electrical wire
Okay.
running.
Huh.
That's a crack in the seam. That's not anything. That's a crack in the seam. That one is.
Same. Yeah.
That's a seam. But yeah, that's not a seam.
No, it doesn't look like it.
That's
That's
electrical wire.
something traced there. And you can see like it continues along the, I think you can anyway.
Well, you can see the little crack, but you can
Yep.
also see a spider, like real faint. You can see like the, like lightning spiders out. Kind of looks like that.
Oh. Thought you were gonna say like when you say burn, kill it with fire, like when you have a spider
No.
down in the corner, like the spider will probably still be fine.
Yeah.
Right.
We did notice that the spider webs are actually still intact. Like yeah,
Your
the
cobwebs, yeah.
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 spider's laughing at you somewhere.
Uh-huh.
Well, the tensile strength of spider silk is stronger than steel. So.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm full of useful bullshit on
I
it.
love it. No.
Well, I do.
You're funny.
I
You're
work-
full of you're throwing out all your
I work for Illinois Valley. It's a non-for-profit. I'm subcontracted by the state of Illinois and go in and do low-income home rehab. So
Uh-huh.
I'm the electrical guy.
Okay.
So I play with this
Uh-huh.
all day, every day.
Uh-huh.
So when I knew if I could keep those lines cold enough for long enough,
Yeah.
it'd buy enough time to get everybody else out.
Meanwhile, my brain just made it as far as, wow, the walls sure are crackling, and you're like 15 steps ahead. Like, where's the fire extinguisher? I'm gonna put out the lines. Like, I'm just going to quietly watch you be heroic.
And he was.
Ooh.
Okay. Well,
Like this is the one that just blows my mind most. All of this is singed. The actual door, fine.
They don't make it like they used to.
Except for where the paint blistered right there.
And where there's metal, because I mean, that would have gotten hotter. But
true.
But yeah, I'm like, are you kidding me?
Right.
unfortunately not. It's sad too, because I mean, aside from the fact they
very
grew up
sad.
here, there's a cornerstone down there from 1859. This house has been here for literally
Yeah.
almost as long as the Lincoln Douglas debates.
Wow. Yeah, was it
There-
built in 1924? Did I say
Oh,
that
sorry.
right?
There,
No, you didn't blind me. Something's in my eye.
the actual home, the main part of the house, as far as we can tell, was actually built between 1850 and 1860. The original main section. On my sister's bedroom door, what's that date on
Yeah,
it?
it was a doctor's stinette. I didn't see a date
This,
on it.
this
but-
was a doctor's home, and he used the upstairs as a clinic. Huh?
She's not in here.
He's
Sorry.
not in here.
Where's the mask at?
In the back of my truck.
Okay, let me get
In the hatch.
We can
But-
go out of here.
But yeah, on the Sanborn maps, we found this house untouched except for the addition of the sunroom and the garage back to 1894 from the fire
So
insurance
that's gonna-
maps.
that plaque, I was gonna go get it. because it's got the actual date.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this in a lot of the original drawings of Carlinville, this house is in it.
Wow.
It is in it.
It is. The farthest back map wise I could go is 1877, and like there's a map of Carlinville. I forgot, it was like one of those digital Sanborn sites, and it shows this house in 1877. So survived literally a century and a half. I mean, made it through the Civil War. Granted, it was brand new, but did not survive an electrical. I mean, to be fair, I mean they didn't even have that for the first 50 years that the house was been here, but. Ultimately, the electricals are what did it in.
The plaque for the doctor is from 1898.
Does it say that on there? Wow.
1898.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
That's your dad's retirement award, isn't it?
What now?
That's your dad's retirement award.
Yeah, right here. I still.
The plaque is okay.
The plaque's
Yeah.
fine.
Prairie Farm
There's a
Stairs.
globe. Solar power just spun around.
The plant didn't make it.
No.
I got
The
shocked
lamp
if
didn't
it did.
make
Actually, it's still a little green in here.
Yeah. Everything else is just basically heat and smoky. Which, this one got so much smoke because this is the old cellar entrance in the basement. So it's a trap door, so it's just coming up through.
I'm sorry.
How are you?
Good.
What we got?
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
You're good.
When you get time, I looked at the floor, I couldn't find any hail damage on it, cause it's sitting out.
There's no damage on it.
If there is or there isn't.
There is.
Okay.
Some of it. I've seen it. And my sister's car was just down here. I think it's good for you guys too.
Oh,
My truck, on the other hand, has been having a tree fall over the top of it and has no damage. Kind of irritated.
I bet.
If Jen asks, we had our masks on the whole time.
Yeah, of course we did.
You had the what on?
Mask on.
The whole
Oh.
time.
She's a stickler.
Yeah, I could see that. Alright, so now I'm going to do exterior.
Yep.
Oop.
Yeah. Honestly, it's not my concern. I mean, I want the inside to get moving and stuff. But just since I'm here, I might as well do it.
Well, you know, save yourself a trip, right?
No, I'll come back.
Oh.
That's fine.
If it helps any, I also have videos from like the night of the thing if you need to see the branch down, whatever.
I think your wife sent them to me.
Good deal. Yeah, she's pretty on top of things, so I would have been surprised if she didn't.
She sent me 18 things and some things were photos.
I gotcha. I was live streaming as it happened. I figured that it'd be useful in some way, but unfortunately, I tried to go to rent assistance, and that was flatly denied. There was a hose on the outside, and they were trying to kick in the front door, and the back door was open, and they did not take constructive criticism very well. So, like, you know what? I'm going to film from a distance. And unfortunately, I did degrade the quality a little, but at the very least, it was a recounting of what happened. But you got a pretty good description from Jeff, so. Windows are still considering to shatter, probably just from the heat change, so we boarded up the windows. Also, I'd like to not have this turn into like a Snow White,
No kidding.
like goddamn animal farm inside the house.
No
So
kidding.
they don't tell you when they do this sort of thing. The firefighters will break in all your doors
They'll
and your
do
windows,
everything,
and then they just leave like, all right, good luck boarding up your house. You probably won't get looted in Carlinville, but
You never know.
yeah.
That was my first thought, was the looting.
Yep. Thankfully, Jeff is on top of it. It literally, as soon as they let us back in, he started boarding up the doors, the windows. He kicked the door frame back into place after they finally did succeed in defeating it. But yeah, all of these cameras, which I had up in the event of something like this, unfortunately I forgot. Oh, Wi-Fi went down immediately, so they all stop at 3:26 and 40 seconds. About 15 seconds after the branch went down. Like, well, that was 1,200 wasted bucks. And then, more importantly, like, I was trying to protect us from exactly this sort of cataclysm. It's like, well, might as well spend that on beer.
I didn't even check these windows
I mean, it was,
from the storm.
oh yeah, from that, yep. Well, I mean, they're cracked, but I mean, this could have happened whenever.
That one's been cracked.
Yeah, plus it's been taped up.
I was more worried about these new ones.
Yes.
that I just had put in.
This is a great advertisement for these windows.
Did they hold through?
Yep.
Yeah.
That we had quarter-size hail on them and they don't have
Scratch on them.
a scratch on them. Also, the paint is pretty good.
Dead. That's great, most of this. You hadn't gotten around to painting it yet.
Right. Oh, that's what you're seeing. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is just like the primer coat.
Yeah.